January 1965. Chris has another fit. On Saturday, the 9th of January 1965, exactly 1 month after the programme Sharon had been shown on television, Chris and I were walking along Victoria Road towards Cleveleys, past King George's Playing Fields, Thornton. I happened to mention the church Sharon and said to him, "You want to go to this church," meaning you ought to go. I said this because of his fits. That evening, at around 7 p.m, Chris was walking home along Fleetwood Road. Presumably he'd just been to my house and was coming from there. He was just about to turn right to go down the passages leading to Ascot Road, when he espied there, just before the turn, the 2 or 3 new houses which were nearing completion. They were somewhat like Jones's old house in Victoria Road. And Chris decided to go in and explore and use the loo, either that or have a smoke. While he was upstairs he was taken in a fit, and the next he remembered was being in Victoria Hospital. He must have been heard in the house by a passer-by who summoned an ambulance. He was questioned by a policeman in the cubicle in the hospital casualty department. The police had been called, and it was they who contacted Chris's parents. They probably wanted to know what he was doing in the house. Then Fido, Chris's dad, arrived at the hospital to collect him. It was just his dad who came. When he got home his mum was, as Chris put it, a bit narked. "We can't even go out for the evening without you spoiling it," she said. The reason for her displeasure was that the police had embarrassed them by phoning the friends at whose house they'd been spending the evening. What had evidently happened was that from Chris's personal effects the police had found out the address, probably from the Ribble bus pass that Chris carried for weekday use on the school bus. Calling at Chris's house, the police would probably have found only his younger brother David in, who would have volunteered the information that his mum and dad were at the butler's house in Station Road, Thornton. His mum and dad and the butlers used to meet 2 or 3 times a week. It would have been an easy matter for the police to look up the butler's number and phone them.